Garmin G1000 uses a number of databases, such as Navigation Database, ChartView Database, or Obstacle Database, that must be kept current. Upon power-up on the ground, the system checks and shows effectivity of each of the data installed on the MFD splash page. For example, the Navigation Database is updated on a 20-day cycle. The ChartView database is updated on a 14-day cycle, while the FliteChart has a 28-day cycle. If the ChartView database is not updated within 70 days of the expiration date, ChartView will no longer function. Therefore, update database regularly and keep referring to the latest information available for a safe flight. Basically, updating a database consists of downloading files from a website into an SD card, unpacking and programming it into an existing supplemental data card, or into a compatible SD card. Despite of the other databases inserted in the Embraer Prodigy G1000, in this video, we will deal only with updating the Navigation Database, the ChartView and FliteChart databases, and the electronic checklist. To create an account or to log in a registered account with Garmin, access the Garmin website, fill in the fields, or click Create an Account. Click Aircraft. Check if the aircraft is registered in the account. If your aircraft is not registered, click Add a new aircraft. Fill in all the fields required when the next page appears, and click Add Aircraft. Now select Add a new aircraft device. Fill in the fields and click Add Device. To find the system ID required, access the auxiliary menu on the MFD, access the system status, and read the system ID as shown. With the aircraft selected, scroll down to choose Navigation Data, select Buy Database if you have not yet purchased it, or select Install if you have already purchased it. To create a new account with Jeppesen, or to log in a registered account, access the Jeppesen website, click Login/Register, enter your username and password, or click Create Account. Fill in all the fields required, and then click Create Account. Get back to JepDirect if necessary to start downloading the Navigation Database or the charts. Click Garmin under the Avionics Data heading. Choose Garmin G1000, G950, G900X Perspective, and click Buy Now. Fill in all the fields with your aircraft information. On the next page, click Navigation Database or Chart button, then Continue. Now choose your appropriate database package, and on the following page, confirm the item in the shopping cart and proceed with the checkout. To download JSON on your Windows-compatible computer, browse to the Jeppesen website. Once you have downloaded JSON, install it by clicking the Jeppesen Services Setup icon, then Run, and continue the installation until it finishes. Insert the SD card into the computer. Format the SD card using FAT32. To download the database you need, open the JSON software, enter your username and password, and select the file you need. On the next page, choose the data you need. Click Start, insert the blank card into the PC reader, and download the file directly to the card in the card disk folder. Click Continue and wait until it finishes. Now, to start updating, you will need an SD card uploaded with the updated navigation database either from Jeppesen or from Garmin. Now, with the SD card properly loaded, you will upload it into your aircraft. With the aircraft powered up, remove the following circuit breakers. The recommended sequence for uploading is from right to left, beginning in PFD2, proceeding to MFD, and finally uploading PFD1. The reverse sequence is also accepted, provided MFD is always the second upload in the sequence. Insert the SD card containing the new database version into the top slot of the PFD2. Close CB PFD2. A prompt like you see will be displayed. Actually, it is a sequence of prompts that will allow you to choose to upload either the active or the standby databases. For uploading the day prior to the effective date, choose Yes when you are asked to update the standby navigation database, and choose No when you are prompted to update the active database. This case is called Dual Navigation Database. It allows each display to store an upcoming navigation database on the bottom SD card so that the system can automatically load it to replace the active database when the new database becomes effective. Generally, the next cycle becomes available 7 days prior to its effective date. Otherwise, for uploading during or after the effective date, try to maintain the standby navigation database up to date, choosing Yes for the first case, or Yes as well for the active database. After the update completes, the display starts in normal mode. Do not remove power while the display is starting. Open the CB PFD2 and remove the SD card from the top slot of PFD2. Insert the same card into the top slot of the MFD and close the CB associated with CB, MFD Power 2, and MFD Power 1. Repeat the process of standby and active navigation database as you did with the PFD2. Once it is finished, remove again the CB MFD Power 2 and Power 1. Remove the SD card and proceed to the next step. Insert the SD card into the top slot of the PFD1. Close the associated CB PFD1. Proceed exactly as before and wait for accomplishment. Open the CB PFD1 and remove the SD card. Power down the aircraft. Close the CBs of PFD2, MFD Power 1, MFD Power 2, and PFD1. Power up the aircraft and press the Enter key. Turn the large FMS knob to select the auxiliary page group on the MFD. Turn the small FMS knob to select the system status page. Press the Display Database Selection soft key to show active navigation database information for each display. MFD1 database, PFD1 database, PFD2 database. Verify the correct active navigation database cycle information is shown for each display. To start uploading the electronic checklist, you will need an SD card, a computer with SD card slot or an S-card reader adapter, a login name and password to open the Embraer site, updated database obtained from the Embraer site, an internet connection. To download the ECL database from the internet, open the Embraer website. Enter your login and password. On the home page, open the Flight Operations and Download folder. Scroll down to the Download Center folder via Executive Jets, Electronic Checklist, Phenom 100 or 300, and download the file that will be shown on the right window. Download it to the personal computer. Put the ECL database card into the personal computer card slot or adapter. Navigate on your computer to find the proper card folder and then click or double-click on the file you've just downloaded. Extract the file emb500.ace or emb505.ace to the ECL database card. On Windows platforms, it is equivalent to selecting both of the files and dragging them to the card folder. Now put the SD card into the top card slot of the MFD. Energize the aircraft with an external DC power supply. After the MFD powers on, the splash page shows an indication that there is an ECL database card inserted to the MFD. Confirm the ECL was updated, and now it refers to the same QRH revision. Do not remove the ECL SD card. To update these electronic charts, you will need a computer with SD card reader or an SD card reader adapter, an internet connection, the Jeppesen Services Update Manager, JSUM, installed on your computer, and a Jeppesen account with a valid username and password. With the aircraft de-energized, remove the supplemental data card from the bottom slot of the MFD. Open the JSUM software with your username and password. Insert the SD card into the computer slot or slot adapter. On the JSUM software, double-click on the G1000 electronic chart service. Install the file directly into the SD card. Insert the card in the bottom slot of the MFD, power on the aircraft, and check if the system is working properly. To update these electronic charts, you will need a computer with an SD card reader or an SD card reader adapter, an internet connection, and a Garmin account with a valid username and password. Log in a registered account with Garmin, accessing the Garmin website. Fill in the blank fields and click Aircraft. Click your aircraft registered in the account. With the aircraft selected, scroll down to choose FliteCharts. Select Buy Database if you have not already purchased it, or select Install if you have already purchased it. Save the file directly into the SD card. Insert the card in the bottom slot of the MFD. Power on the aircraft and check if the system is working properly.